R4, R5, two melee champions that have to engage. And even though this is a very black and red team composition, I'm not just talking about the colors of the champions that have been locked in, but also the theme. There's a lot of conditions about this.
A whole bunch of friends come in. There's the Death Realm allowed to set Kiin up for this one, and as soon as he comes out, it's the first time I've actually seen the Death Realm used like this. Is Kiin, World Ender, flashes, Umbral Dash, and he's going to make it out of there. I like the idea.
Created by Kiin himself up there in top lane.
Whoa, that's a big flash. Gets the play there onto Spirit, trying to stand away from the Spiderlings as Fly. Getting down very low before he's even able to do anything. The Equalizer's beautifully spaced. As now Afrika had to get that teleport cancelled. Thank goodness it was. It was in fact Juve that did so with the Death's Grasp. As in goes Haru, goes 1 for 1, but Spirit grabs one off the back end, as well as Lehens falls down. Make it rain, gonna deny Mystic any sort of approach. That's a great trade for Afrika. I have a feeling, actually, that
better, but not by as much as you would think.
Well, in comes Fly. Good night, Juve. He is most definitely dead. There was no Death Realm there available. As Fly is able to tank up that turret for days. This is what you were talking about before, the fact that Pantheon and Elise can practically...
Why did Cuvate build a Oblivion Orb into a Hex Drinker?
Not entirely sure. Why did Haru try to engage onto Kiin right here? As the hook is going to land. Lehens saving his jungler's life, but Spirit is going to put him into the ground. As Kiin with the World Ender, just so much healing. There's nothing Hanwha can do. I think they might need to rethink this one. We're going to a game 3.
I really think that it is...
Once again on the bottom side.
Juve finally hits level 10. He's about to die again, though. Although he does have... Oh, no. Oh, yeah, yes.
Cocoon is going to land.
Yeah,
Good night, sweet prince. Yeah. Fly's going to die again, too, though. Actually blocking a lot of the damage. Like it. Because he blocked so much, actually did a relevant amount there as Vista. He's coming in. They're looking for it. Jelly trying to slow them down. Oh, that was almost such a good play. But actually, it doesn't even matter as the teleport comes through from Kiin. He's looking for Lehens. Lehens flashes out of the way. And Make It Rain may have actually been relevant as aiming for earlier. Mystic just remaining in mid lane. Clearing things out as Lehens still there, getting smacked down by Kiin. Another Umbral Dash comes in, one more auto, and that is a very good thresh as the Q is going to be enough. Kiin continuing his onslaught. Q lands onto him, slowed down by the harpoons. Haru actually wants it, as in comes Fly. He looks for temp, good cleanse. Basically immediately is Haru. That's not a fight that you want. Not entirely sure why you even wanted to take it. It's only relative safety here as the equalizer did come down. Kiin versus Cuvate, a death realm that Cuvate doesn't want, but he has friends making their way in. Blast Cone just going to be used before he comes out as Cuvate has survived long enough. And Vista should be out of ground. Oh no! Kiin turning it around, gets kicked back. Q is going to be out of the way of the bullet time. Oh my god, I thought it was going to be a super play, but it wasn't. But he did buy enough time for his team to get the Baron, so maybe it is the super play that we were thinking of.
Well, Afrika, they're going to pick up the Baron, like you just said. All the gold going over to them. They're riding by about...
long-rangey gun, and he shot Vista.
Oh yeah,
with his Q, marked him up. There's the ultimate. Gonna land a few extras, and that's what happens with Calibrum.
Explain to me what just happened now.
He marked them, and then because they're marked, for some reason you can hit them across the other side of the map. I don't know. I didn't code this champion, but he's busted. All right, it's silly. Why can you do that? You can't even see him. If you set it on your champion, you just died from something raining from nowhere that you can't avoid.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got some feelings. Equalizer comes down to do that. Jelly gonna find them with the dredge line. Oh, the Moonlight Vigil is huge. In comes Fly to help clean this one up. The bullet time is ignored by the Afrika Freaks because their wallets are so damn heavy. Their wallets weigh more than both the steel and the feathers, LS. Absolutely.
Yeah.
As the blue buff just stole... Back in my day, Jelly's just in amongst 4 people. Stoneplate, pretty good item here as the equalizer used only on Mystic, and I don't blame him to be perfectly honest, but Tempt is going to have to go golden and then await his own death. Fly is going to give it to him as now Cuvate puts Kiin into the death realm, but that is exactly where Kiin wanted to be, and Mystic now, with his Calibrum armed, is looking for his next victims. I believe he has Crescendum there as well, but honestly it doesn't matter because Fly's doing enough damage. Kiin is doing all of the damage. And that's the ace, and that will be the end of the game. Afrika bringing us to 3, a 6-game day to close out the first week of the LCK. I couldn't have asked for more as Afrika finally wake up and show us a dead Nexus before the penultimate game in this series.
And so that is going to be a game that is single-handedly carried by Kiin.
Yeah.
He removed one of the enemy team's players, and
I'm glad that you're talking about this as Kiin being a great player, because we were pretty harsh on Cuvée and what he did. But honestly, Kiin gave him basically no options based on one mistake that Cuvée made in the laning phase that wasn't even... It would be so squishy. As Quinn is going to be the decision here for Cuvée. It's not Soraka, but it seems fun.
It's definitely going to be an interesting matchup up there in top lane. As Quinn is not the type of champion into follow-up late wastes, and that's going to set Haru back massively in terms of tempo. He's even smiting
Mystic
the
lands
Wraith.
the Q. Vista in a whole host of trouble. One auto would have been necessary. As Mystic down to about 200. Lahen's now in trouble as well, but he's able to just dance away.
And I'm going to make that item virtually negligible, although it will protect against Requiem almost entirely.
That's a good point.
Bilgewater Cutlass picked up.
Well, there's the ulti to come down from Mystic. Calibrum damage in there. That's how you get a kill. You just say, send in the Karthus, and he'll pick that one up.
For the Afrika team composition. And Lahen looks like he's panicking.
Yeah, we're looking for a hard engage now as Vista pulls back the feathers, but it's not going to land on a Mystic, and Burnham has been brought out as Spirit. Going to come on over. Tempt, lay waste, going to miss, but he's got the heal. Takes a turret shot. It's not what you want, but the stun is just off cooldown, and Kiin isn't coming down. Spirit flashes for it. Now waiting for that wall of pain, but honestly, he doesn't need it because this turret, I believe, yeah, it was Shelly, not Shirley just yet. We're still early in this game. And that turret's going to be taken down as well. The global gold advantage is over 3,000 at 11 minutes.
How much?
Sorry, 9,000? 3,000?
Emperor Palpatine up there.
Overseeing his minions. And there's the dive forward. Haru looking for Mystic, standing outside the fence. No, just caught on the edge. And the double kill instantly comes in for Vista. Investing the flash, but getting the payoff there as well. Going on, Jelly trying to tank this one up as Mystic. Shows he's doing damage to it. Fly hasn't dropped his shield just yet as Lahen's going to pop before anything happens. Requiem comes down as well on top of Fly coming in at the same time. The Moonfall's gigantic as Mystic looking for Cuvée. Finds the high range at least, but Cuvée going to have to run the heck out of there. Fly in trouble. Does he actually have any of that damage mitigation? The answer is no, but they're not going to hit him with any abilities. And Afrika using his teleport, he has a full health bar. Tempt has a flash, but Kiin is looking for a Zoe. The Paddle Star is going to be tanked by Fly, and Tempt, in fact, just takes a bit of damage from the Baron.
Way too far away, and it's not like Zoe has her regular flash and that there's a smite that she could pick up.
The Rift.
See, I see what you did there.
To Spirit's Q ability. Haru looking for a flank, but is that the flank that he wants? As the Moonfall comes down, that is the Gravitum, so that means Cuvée is going to be stunned. And then the Dredge Line, the depth charge, everything comes forward, but Cuvée survives for a long time. Saya picks up the kill onto the Karthus, and now the Requiem is going to come in. Jelly's dead, but Cuvée able to tank through that one. The lay waste almost taking out Haru, but otherwise that is the power of Zoe. Around the 20 to 40 minute mark.
Okay.
Requiem comes in. He's going to get a very early Featherstorm out of Vista, and now will not have that available for the ensuing fight. As now Cuvée thinking about a flank, he gets slowed down. Massive burst damage as that one comes in, and Spirit flashes over the wall. Now it's a flanking Karthus scenario as Haru flashes and just misses the cocoon and goes straight to the death chamber. Tempt off to the side, Wall of Pain tags him up, and Afrika aren't even interested in this dragon. They're just wanting to try and hunt down the members of Harm Alive that are still standing the bottom lane. Here, maybe Jelly in trouble as Lahen's with the quickness is going to run really quickly, but is he heading to the grave or to success? Dredge Line max range. It's all about success here. He may be going to the grave as well, but a double kill for Kiin ensues. The dragon is taken down in about a split second by Mystic and Spirit, and Baron is alive. Afrika looking for their second.
And this is
running back the cannon. The last one was not great, but now he's getting in close. Here goes the quickness. Grand Entrance comes down as well. The Trouble Bubble. He buffers the Slicing Maelstrom. Can he actually go golden? I don't know whether he has one, as there's the Requiem. Down comes Haru to explode in Lahen's. Almost dies as well. I would have stayed up in
What
the
a
sky
great
a
champ.
little bit longer, to be perfectly honest. I don't know whether he was going to be able to get through there. And Haru had his Zhonya's back up off of cooldown. I think maybe he thought that the channel got broken, but it doesn't.
This is the thing about Karthus too, is that there is no mage jungler that is going to out-damage him or offer the same
Oh
level.
my god, Mystic almost died there. The turret is going to be the one that actually does fall. Moonfall comes down, Lahan's in trouble, but no Calibrum to lock him down from range. Now the engage comes forward. Cube is going to fall down. Spirit goes gold at exactly the right time and survives. No Requiem available. So they were out of range of the lay wastes. Now Mystic with his Infernum, just wanting to go 1v3. Decides against it.
Oh, the minions! They're gonna do it!
Yeah, taking
They
it down.
raise the bottom inhibitor, and these are really awkward inhibitor times. These are very layered to be extremely obnoxious.
Yeah, it doesn't actually have a stopwatch or anything like that. We couldn't see that at that particular moment. Although I had just looked at his items.
라칸 노고, 라칸 높을 노고, 라칸 높을 노고.
Rakan no Foreign is gonna come running out in this Hobbit.
Nope.
As this is definitely gonna be the fall. Also, great itemization out of Fly. Pure defensive utility. Requiem coming in early.
Yeah, we're starting up the fight with it. Temp taken almost down to death as Cube's an afterthought in the back line. The Moonlight Vigil does fly forward as Lahenz tries to get the quickness onto a few members. So far, they're actually doing decently, but Mystic is still alive, flashing with the onslaught onto Tempt, who will come back, but only to his death as the Grand Skyfall comes in. And Fly, you can't block that one, mate. But he still will win the game. Afrika, they come back from an awful game one to win back-to-back games and lock down top spot alongside Gen G here in the LCK after week one.
And Spirit feeling extremely relieved, it seems, after that game. And I always like seeing this champion hit Summoner's Rift. Not every day
Really?
I
I
get to
think
cast
we're
him.
all surprised. I think we're all surprised about your feelings towards Karthus. I don't think any of us know how you feel.
In the West, he is so underappreciated, and it's so bizarre. So anytime he shows up here in the LCK, I always do want to spend a little bit more time to talk about him.
And I think it's more worth talking about it when you've got Spirit who plays it so well, you know, because you get to then witness what Karthus is supposed to do.
Karthus isn't supposed to be ganking.
Awake to my